Nationwide and in North Texas, concern is focusing on gun violence. Across society, gun violence touches all areas, all communities. Fox 4's Sean Rabb joins us with more. Sean.
Yeah, Clarice, we're talking about all forms of gun violence, from murder to the sadness of suicide, the tragedy of accidental deaths with guns. Guns are taking lives. Now, overall gun violence is decreasing somewhat in our country, but not among juveniles, 17 and under. In fact, gun violence is the leading cause of death among children and teenagers in our country. Dallas County Commissioner's Court opens with a resolution as June is National Gun Violence Awareness Month.
Gun violence continues to take a heavy toll in the United States.
While overall gun violence is down, it is the leading cause of death for children and teens in our country.
Access that our youth now have to possess and carry firearms has changed dramatically.
Lynn Hadnot is Executive Director of Dallas County Juvenile. Rachel Gandy, Deputy Director of Administrative Services there.
I think it requires direct conversation about what youth have access to when they're out in the community, both in terms of, well, what does that gun access look like, but what other programming is available.
Violent crime for ATF is our top priority. We're the only federal agency that is tasked with reducing violent crime as our primary mission.
I spoke with the director of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms in Dallas for a conference last week. Robert Sakata says the ATF's new Crime Gun Intelligence Laboratory in Wichita, Kansas, helps answer the question where guns used in crimes come from.
When we use tracing, we use DNA, we're able to find out, okay, how did this gun get from the legal market into this prohibited person's hands, and then who pulled the trigger? We're able to get DNA off of a slide, off of a trigger, off of the front and rear sight, and we can tell you exactly how much of DNA was everywhere, and if 4 other people touched that firearm, we could break down who else was with you when they committed that crime.
30% of the juveniles in detention in Dallas County there because of gun crimes.
And that number increases significantly. We look at our post-adjudicated youth, and these are youth that have gone before the court and been deemed to require a higher level of structure and supervision. That number increases to nearly 50%. That are directly related to gun violence in the community.
Part of what we have to do in the juvenile justice system is really be thinking long term. If we now have this youth in our custody or in our system, what do they need to get out and stay out of our care? And that's going to involve more than punishment. We have to think about the balance of structure and accountability with the programming they need to not come back.
As you heard Rachel again, say it's going to involve a lot more than punishment. Prevention cannot just be left up to Dallas County Juvenile or any juvenile system. It's going to require participation from across community to try to come up with solutions to stem the tide of gun violence.
Sean, thank you.